Jerry Coleman alongside Kevin Cowherd here on BaltimoreSun.com and, of course, SportsWithColeman.com. Brought to you by Dover Downs Hotel and Casino. And Kevin, spring training is underway. So far this week, it's pitchers and catchers reporting. But with this pitching staff full of guys who should be named if deliver. With the exception of Madison Guthrie, a lot of unknown commodities out there, Kev.
Oh, I tell you, pitching's totally the key right now, Jerry. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Just look at it this way. The Orioles' best pitcher last year, 11-game winner. Of course, we're talking about Jeremy Guthrie. I mean, this staff has a lot to prove. And even some of the young arms, the guys like the Brian Mattises, the Brad Bergesons, they all have a lot to prove. I happen to think they're going to bounce back. I think last year there's no way the Orioles were as bad as they looked in the first half of that season. I really think things snowballed out of control. Everything from injuries with Michael Gonzalez, with Brian Roberts, things just got out of hand. I don't think the pitching staff was nearly as bad as it looked at times last year, but it's absolutely key that they get off to a good start this year.
We understand the offense should be improved in 2011. We're expecting that. But what about the anticipation of Bergeson, Arrieta, and eventually Zach Britton? Can we expect all three to have an impact this year? I say no, not yet.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Zach Britton, they don't want to bring him up yet. It's way too early. Now, the question mark to me is Chris Tillman. Is he going to stick? What do they think of him? With Dusher, with the signing of Dusher, that's going to be tough for him to stick. So probability is he goes back to the minor leagues too. But I still think you have a good, solid nucleus to work with. I think Jeremy Guthrie seems fired up. He seems ready. He's probably going to be the opening day starter. So we're going to see what happens. Obviously, it's early, but so far the pitchers are all saying the right thing. The drills are going well. Showalter's happy. We'll see how it goes.
Is the pressure now on the new pitching coach, Mark Connors, because of the fact that Rick Kranitz finished so strong with this staff? Buck Showalter, it's his prerogative to make the change, and now we want to see if that trend continues. That's a fair question.
Well, I guess it's a fair question. I think you can't put too much pressure on a brand new pitching coach. Nor any of the other new coaches on Buck Showalter's staff. Yeah, there's going to be pressure. There's pressure. I think the most pressure is on Buck Showalter to get this team to play anywhere near at the level it played at the last 2 months of the last season. So there is pressure on these guys. I don't think Mark Connor has any particular pressure, Jerry.
The one thing we are sure of, most likely Brad Bergeson won't be filming any new commercials this year.
Probably.